Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you all had safe and happy holidays. I'm back with another set of random encounter ideas that don't suck. Today, we have a request for some additional city or town encounters. So let's see what our adventurers will run into during their downtime. The adventuring party makes their way back to town after a long journey. As soon as they pass the city walls, they find themselves amid a large marketplace, complete with various tradesmen operating from stalls or carts. One of these tradesmen sells particularly interesting furs. There's a wide range of animals represented, including bears, foxes, deer, and wolves, but the tradesman keeps the most expensive furs at the bottom of his cart. These are from displacer beasts, were-creatures, and other giant varieties of animals. Some of these furs may even hold some of the magical properties of the creatures they once belonged to. For example, the displacer beast skin may be crafted into a cloak of displacement, though it may take some time and searching before your group can locate someone with the experience to perform this task. This type of encounter can be a quick gold sink, but it can also give your players something to look forward to. At some point during their stay in the town, the group receives an interesting message. A snowy owl appears on the windowsill near the party with a note tied to its leg. It's a calm creature, and it waits patiently until the group unties the note, at which point it will fly back to its master. It will be up to you as the DM to decide exactly what's in the note, but it could be from a known NPC checking in with the party, a potential client, or a threat. Whatever the case, the adventuring party will likely enjoy this brief and surprising encounter. The adventurers take their time in the city, wandering about the different districts to get a feel for the local population. As they pass an area with middle-class housing, they notice a yard sale going on in front of one of the residences. The family seems to be selling pieces of furniture, lanterns, cutlery, and works of art. Most of these items are being sold at a discount out of convenience, and this will be a good opportunity for your group to stock any permanent residences that they own. Additionally, if the group inquires about the reason for the sale, they will be able to learn about a business owner who recently passed away due to natural causes. His family is selling many of his belongings that they will not have a use for. This type of encounter gives the DM a chance to do a quick lore drop about the city, as well as helping to bring your characters into the scene. Later on during their visit, the adventurers take some recreation time and visit one of the local taverns. The tavern is quite lively with arm wrestling tournaments, drinking competitions, and gambling tables. If any of your group members choose to participate in one of the games, then they may run into a former pirate with a bit of a problem. This individual will try to slip a special coin to one of the adventurers as payment for his lost bet. The coin is similar to any other gold or silver coin, but it weighs significantly less, which will be the only mundane indication that there's something wrong with this coin. A detect magic spell will reveal that it is indeed a magical coin, and an identify spell will note that it is a lucky coin, which can grant advantage on a roll. But the identify spell will also note that there is unknown dark magic in the coin. Truly, this is not a lucky coin, but rather an unlucky coin, which will grant disadvantage on a roll. The group will hopefully be able to figure out the curse before they enter a situation where they really need the advantage. One day, the adventurers are minding their business when they are suddenly attacked. A tomato falls out of the sky, showering one of the party members with juice as it smashes apart against their armor. Looking around, the culprits are easily found. A few kids have some homemade slingshots, and they're armed with a bunch of tomatoes. They're seemingly challenging the group to a tomato fight, which is similar to a snowball fight. This is a fun little encounter, as long as your group uses a proportionate response. If the group tries to sell anything or carry many objects into the city, then they may be approached by a dreaded tax collector. The ruling class in the city needs to support its defense, provide for those who are less fortunate, and pay all of its soldiers and administrators. As such, taxes are levied on all items that are sold in the city, or those that simply pass through it. Many adventurers try to avoid paying taxes on the loot they find in secret tombs, lairs, or other noteworthy places, but it may be a more difficult task here. The soldiers at the city gates will notify tax collectors whenever a group with a lot of loot enters the city. This probably won't be that fun of an encounter for your players, but it's an important aspect of city life that will lend more realism to your D&D world. Another time, while the group is passing by some city guards or relaxing at the tavern, they will come across the tallest human that they've ever seen. He stands at least 7 feet tall, wearing some obviously custom armor and carrying a large weapon. However, in spite of his imposing figure, this man is incredibly kind and gentle. He'll know a little bit about the area, which he's willing to share with the adventurers, especially if the group will buy him some food and drink. As a huge human being, he requires more food than other folk. This is a fun NPC who can become a good contact during future missions. The adventurers have evaded the vision of any tax collectors in the city, or so they thought. One night, the group will be surrounded by the city guard, who will demand even more gold in compensation for the group's illegal activities. This encounter has a strong chance to go south, and if the players end up killing any of the guards, then they may have difficulty when they try to return to the city. City guards don't tend to be very difficult for adventurers to deal with, but you can include a stronger guard captain or squad leader to make things more difficult. The adventurers will encounter another danger when they enter one of the alchemy shops in the city. At first, there won't be too much to note about this darkened alchemist's shop. There are a few odd scents and jars full of weird ingredients. However, a keen eye in the group may spot small flecks of blood scattered across different areas of the shop. If the group becomes hostile or accuses the shopkeeper of any wrongdoing, then they may be attacked by this shopkeeper's ace in the sleeve, a carnivorous plant. The shopkeeper has been using this plant as a defense mechanism until it accidentally killed an unlucky citizen. Since then, the nervous shopkeeper has been overreacting to accusations of wrongdoing, and the adventurers will become his next unlucky victims. Finally, when one of the group members decides to break into a place they aren't supposed to be, or invade a home that they are not welcome in, the group will be attacked by a pack of gargoyles. These are formidable protectors of an area who dutifully stand on guard day and night. With their false appearance, gargoyles are indistinguishable from statues, so the players won't have much warning that they're being watched before they commit their crime. However, after the battle starts, these gargoyles will stop at nothing to defend the area from the adventurers. And that brings us to the end of our City Encounters Part 3. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to smash that subscribe button. If you have ideas or requests for future videos, I'd love to read about them in the comments section below, or on our channel's Discord server. Until next time, be well, be excellent to one another, and stay curious, adventurers.